Hello students, my next video on conduction of urine and micturition. Okay, so first of all we will discuss about conduction of urine. So conduction of urine means the passage of urine. Okay, so first of all urine is formed in the kidney. Okay, so the nitrogenous waste products are separated by or filtered in the kidney to form urine. The kidney urine is that hypertonic urine is formed in the kidney, where in the nephron structure. In the nephron, the blood undergoes the filtration process. Glomerular filtration takes place. As a result, the blood is filtered to form nephric filtrate. Then after that, selective reabsorption takes place to finally to produce hypertonic urine in the collecting duct. Okay, collecting duct. Okay, the hypertonic urine is formed. Next, the collecting ducts. Okay, so in the kidney, for example, here this is the kidney. Okay, so in the kidney two regions are present: cortical region and medullary region. Okay, cortical region and medullary region. So in the medullary region, the renal pyramids are present. So in the here in the renal pyramids, the collecting ducts, the three collecting ducts, they join to form duct of Bellini. Okay, duct of Bellini. Okay, so these duct of Bellini, they opens into the renal calyces. Renal calyx. Here renal calyx are present. So all renal calyx are opens into the a wide portion is called, this wide portion is called renal pelvis. Renal pelvis. Okay, then renal pelvis continues as a tube like structure is called ureter. This one is ureter. Okay, so here this one is ureter. Okay, then ureter opens into the urinary bladder. Here this is urinary bladder. So here two ureters are opens into the urinary bladder. Then urinary bladder. Okay, then urinary bladder opens into the urethra. Okay, so this is the urethra. Okay, that opening is that tube. So here the urinary bladder opens into urethra opens into outside through the urethral meatus. This opening is called urethral meatus. So this is the pathway of urine passage or conduction of urine. Okay, so next we will talk about micturition. So micturition means releasing of the urine from the urinary bladder is called micturition. Okay, releasing of the urine from the urinary bladder is called micturition. So here urinary bladder is made up of smooth muscles. So these muscles are called detritus muscles. Okay, so these muscles are called detrusor muscles. Okay, so the urinary bladder made up of smooth muscles. That muscles are called detrusor muscles. Okay, next, the inner lining of urinary bladder made up of transitional epithelial tissue. Okay, so urinary bladder is a bag like structure. It helps in the storage of urine. Okay, so next, the micturition. So micturition means the releasing of urine from it released into the outside. That process is called micturition. So this micturition is reflex arc. Okay, so which means it depends on the CNS, central nervous system. It controlled by central nervous system. The micturition process is controlled by central nervous system. So whenever the urinary bladder fills with filled with urine filled with urine, so what will happen? The muscles, these smooth muscles get contract. Smooth muscles get contract. Okay, so as there is some stretching is takes place, the urinary bladder stretching is takes place. So that due to that stretchings, that signals pass to the CNS. Signals pass to the CNS. So when the urinary bladder, some stretching, some changes, some contraction is takes place, stretching is takes place. That information, that signals pass to the CNS. So in the CNS, that information is analyzed in the CNS. So again, that signals pass to the urinary here urethra. The signals are passed to the urethra through the CNS, the signals through the central nervous system, the signals pass to the urethra. Next, urethra is made up of two sphincters. So here urethra has two sphincters, inner or internal sphincter, external. Internal sphincter, external sphincter. Okay, so internal sphincter is made up of smooth muscles. External sphincter made up of skeletal muscle. Okay, internal sphincter, the urethra. Here this urethra, here the urethra has two sphincters. Okay, internal sphincter and external sphincter. Internal sphincter is made up of smooth muscle, external sphincter is made up of skeletal muscle. So when urinary bladder, if the urinary bladder filled with urine, it maximum it stores the half to 1 liter of urine. So whenever it stores the urine, whenever it fills, so that smooth muscle get contract. Okay, so that signals pass to the CNS. See, in the CNS, that information is analyzed in the CNS. Again, that signals again reach to the urethra. Okay, so in urethra, these two sphincters, the internal sphincters and external internal sphincters, they get relaxed. Okay, so next in the urethra, the sphincters relaxed. Okay, sphincters get relaxed. As a result, here that's opening. Okay, here this opening can open, so urine releases it. Urine release outside, or urine eliminate outside. So this process is called micturition. Okay, so micturition process is reflex arc. It's controlled by CNS. Okay, so whenever urinary bladder filled with urine, the muscles, the smooth muscles can stretch. So as a result, the signals can form. That signals pass to the CNS. In the CNS, that information is, which information? Urinary bladder is filled, so that information passed to the urethra. So in the urethra, two sphincters are present, external, internal. Internal sphincter made up of smooth muscle, external sphincter made up of skeletal muscle. These sphincters can open or relaxed. Okay, so that urine can pass to the outside. Okay, next in the adult, pons, in the brain, pons region is present. In the pons region, inhibitory center inhibitory center is present. Inhibitory center or a delayed center. can call also delayed center. So this center, with the help of this center, the adult can hold the urine for longer period. Okay, so this inhibitory center, it inhibits the opening of the sphincters, means they controls the urination. Okay, so means the urinary bladder can hold the urine for longer period. So this is in adults. Okay, this is working in adults. In infants, in the kids, okay, it's not working. Okay, so this is conduction of urine and micturition. Okay. So next we will discuss about composition of urine. Okay, next, composition of urine. Okay, so what are the components are present in the urine? Okay, first of all, color of the urine. Okay, main generally it is pale yellow in color, pale yellow color, due to the presence of urochrome pigment. Okay, due to the presence of urochrome pigment, it is pale yellow in color. Okay, but in some conditions, like for example, we are taking the B complex drugs or B complex tablets or drugs, then then beetroot, we are taking in the beetroot. In these conditions, the urine urine color can change because of that, these beetroot and B complexes drugs. So certain drugs like beetroot, like B complexes, and certain foods like beetroot, they can change the urine color. Okay, normally it is pale yellow color due to the presence of urochrome pigment. Okay, next, smell. It gives a very bad smell, very bad smell. Okay, so because of that urea. Okay, so in the urine, urea is present, so urea gives the very bad smell. Next, volume. Okay, volume. Normally a normal healthy person can release 1 to 1 point liters per day. Okay, so in the normal condition, in normal, a healthy person can eliminate the urine 1 to 1.5 liters. Okay, so this is volume. But in different conditions, in diabetes patients or in other condition, they may change. But in normally, the adult human can release the 1 to 1 point liter per day. Okay, next, tonicity. Tonicity means concentration. It is hypertonic urine. The concentration is high concentrated urine is produced in mammals or human being. So high concentrated urine. So that's why that is called hypertonic urine. Okay. Next, composition of urine. Chemical composition of urine. Next, chemical composition of urine. So chemical composition of urine. Next we will discuss about chemical composition. So in the urine, 96% of water is present. Okay, already maximum amount of water is reabsorbed, but again in the urine 96% of water is present. Next, 2% 2% urea. Okay, 2% other substances. Okay, 2% of urea, 2% of other substances are present. In this 2% of urea, generally 25 to 30 grams of urea, 20, okay, 25 to 30 grams of urea can excrete per day. Okay, a healthy person can excrete 25 to 30 grams urea per day. Next, other substances. Different types of the other substances are present. They are hippuric acid, epuric acid, next phosphates, oxalates, and creatinine. So these are the other substances are present in the urine. Okay. So this is about composition of urine. So urine generally pale color, pale yellow in color. It gives the very bad smell. Next, a healthy person can excrete the 1 to 1.5 liters per day. Next, the hypertonic urine is produced in mammals, in human being also. Next, chemical composition, 96% of water is present, 2% of urea, 2% of other substances are present. So in this 2% generally per day, so a healthy person can excrete the 25 to 30 grams urea per day. Okay. Next, what are the other substances? So other substances means like hippuric acid, phosphates, oxalate and creatinine. These are the other substances. So these components are present in the urine.